Well, folks, we're back on Duckside. And yesterday I got on and rebuilt my whole base. Now, you still can see through, but you can't get through. I checked. Because I built on the hillside, and it's a little different than my previous version was. Let me get outside now so I can show you what it looks like from outside. Got the little porch here now I can land on. So that's nice. And it's basically just a box. Excuse me while I get out from under those trees. There used to be a base right up on top of that hill, which was nice and flat up at top. But you still built hanging off the edge of the hill. So I'm hanging off the edge of this hill a little bit. But I built those two on to make sure that I had at least one width buffer between my stuff and the edge of the base after my last time, where people walked up and stole shit out of my base because I didn't realize they could reach through windows. And then there's this lid in the roof, and you can just drop right through. And then I have my respawn point here, and that's all the nest is for, that's where you respawn. And then I built my workbench over here. It would be pretty hard to reach in from outside, and you don't store anything in that bench anyway, so it's not that big a deal. I think I'm going to line this whole side with the benches, because when you upgrade to bench number 2, you end up with a second bench, which is strange. I don't know why they don't just upgrade the existing one, but you end up with a third and 3 altogether, the second one and the third one. And I made 2 of these smelters, because let's see. Put that in there. I need to get the ore smelted. You get these metal shards, which are worth their weight in gold. Now I don't have any more. And you also get charcoal, and charcoal makes some gunpowder. So then here is my idol, and you have to put wood in here. We're about 30 days out, or 28 days out from the next wipe. They wipe every month on the 24th of the month. And so I put enough in here that I'm almost all the way out. I'll get some more and put it in there, because it charges 27 per hour until decay. So you have to stash enough in here to get this date up. Now you could do just a few days at a time, but I thought, why not just do it all, get it all done. Now right now I only have 18 crossbow bullets. I just made the crossbow. I made all this stuff yesterday, including the body armor and the hat, the shotgun and the crossbow, the bat. All these utensils I've made in the last 24 hours. The whole base, actually. So it's not impossible to just restock. I've also got all this stuff here. I think what I'm going to do is put each of these types of stone in a different row, and we'll put the end results down here. You can make charcoal. You have to have, I think, 20 sulfurs to make charcoal. And then you need, let's see, you need quite a lot of, let's see, go to nest. To make the second, you need 18 metal alloy. That's what you get from the blue stone. I don't have 18. I've only got 15. So I need to go seek out some more of that. I'm just going to leave that here for now. I've got 51 regular arrows, and I believe that my crossbow will use the regular arrows first and then the stone ones. I'm not sure how to switch, to be honest. I haven't figured that part out yet. But this is the outside world. There's a trader right down the hill, which is why I like this spot so much. Right over there. You can only just see the green outline of the circle right there going across, and that's the trader inside that church-looking building. But there's lots of this stone in my area, and this stone is what gives you the blue stone. It's right in the core. It has to be one of these larger. Oh shoot, my pickaxe is broken, so I'll have to go make another one. Actually, I don't need to go in there to make one. I don't think. I think I can make that. Yeah, I just need wood and stone. Alright, so I don't have that. I have the stone, but I don't have the wood. Yeah, I've got plenty of that. Let me just go ahead and put that pickaxe in here. You can actually recycle it. You can get back the pieces, parts of it. And then I'm going to go ahead and get some more wood. So this is a PvE server with a PvP component. So if I show you the map here, this whole central island is red. And that means it's a red circle for PvP, almost the whole island. And what that means is I stay on the outskirts and do just fine. But I haven't been into it at all since I started playing the last wipe. Just because I don't enjoy PvP and I didn't want to risk my little guy. Because it's really hard to get back to your body to get your stuff. And you have to take your good guns with you to try and kill people in PvP. So you have no choice about taking them with you. And then if you get killed, you lose everything. If you've watched before, all the open train cars and open backed pickup trucks along the streets, they have some goods in them. And you can get them. I also learned that you can shoot the light posts and the what you call these, the power boxes along the railway cars, and with that you get some goods as well. But it's never a lot of goods, and it's never the kind of stuff that really, or not very often do you get really good stuff. For that you have to fight in PvP, or you have to kill guys in the NPC hunters. You have to kill those guys and get some of their stuff. Wait. And just get quite a bit of wood. You always need it. You need it. Right now I need it to power my furnaces too, so might as well just get a ton of it. It goes in 2K stacks, so if I get 4K worth, which doesn't take that long. Excuse me. And the trees falling don't hurt you if they hit you. I've discovered the hard way. So we'll just keep on thunking away until we get at least 4K. I'm closing in on it now, because I've got 2 furnaces that I want to keep going. And my nest is protected. My base is protected for almost as long as the whole wipe. So I could put a few more in there to make it 28 days, because I think there's 27 or 28 days left before the next wipe. And then I wouldn't have to worry about it at all. And I did position that far enough away that nobody can reach it from outside, I'm pretty sure. I tested it, but I'll check again. I think I've got I've got over 4. I'll just keep going till we chop this tree down. Should be about 6K. Yeah. There we go. And now we're going to go ahead and make our pickaxe. Got everything we need. There we go. And then I'm going to go and try and attack the guys that will where I can get to the blue machine that gives you recipes for, or plans I guess you'd say, for additional stuff. Then I can start making those things. But those cost feathers. All of that costs feathers, and I only have 270 feathers, so I can't really expect to buy a lot of stuff at this point. Maybe one thing. So I gotta earn more feathers. Oh, was that the broken one? Oh, that's the broken one. Never mind. That's the new one. Yeah, they have green, oh shit. What are you doing? You can mine with your head. But I think you get a lot less yield. You get the bluestone out of that core, but only on the larger, medium to large rocks. So I need 4 more of the blue stones to get to the second warehouse, or there we go, I got one. It's okay, this stone that I'm getting is full of metal shards, so when you smelt it you get the metal shards out. That's really helpful, so it doesn't bother me to spend time doing that. I saw some up here too, I think. Yeah, I don't know if this one's big enough, but nope. This one probably won't be either. It's kind of a crapshoot on the medium-sized one whether you're going to get a blue stone or not. The small ones you don't. Yeah, I didn't get one out of that one either. So the blue stones are kind of hard to come by. This side of the rock, though, you almost always get one. There we go. Got 3 of them now. This one will be a crapshoot. You have to get your little cursor on there, even though it feels like the guy's kind of off to one side. Now, see that pickup truck has stuff in the back? I can go get that. But some of those buildings up there will have real people in them, or NPCs, I mean. Like people, not hunters. Well, no, they're hunters, but they're not like other players. They're NPCs. And they will shoot at you. But you can usually, like, I'll run over there, and if I stay high enough, they hopefully won't shoot at me. Because I've discovered these houses off to the side. Oh, there's not going to be anything left in there because another duck just got it all. Shoot. Well, that's the first actual other player I've seen at this playing at the same time as me. Okay, so here's something that I've discovered you can do. You can just shoot these things with an arrow. The arrow loads faster, but does less damage and doesn't go as far as my crossbow. Let's see, you get stuff out of these cars. I don't have a take-all feature yet, or at least not one that I've noticed. Alright, now how many feathers have I got? 285? That might be enough to get like a less exciting recipe. Anywhere where there's green you can land. That building there with the with the water tower, there is inside there one of those blue recipe areas. Oh, I'm surprised I could walk all the way up that. See, this flat area here would make a great base, but not a big one. You hang off the edges. There's my base. It's interesting learning how to fly, and learning when to dive fast and when not to, and when to feather your landing, and how to do that. It is interesting. Probably get a blue stone from this. I think I'm like 3 away. That's 4. Here's some brown stones over here, yeah. So I'm not the only duck that's figured out that you can get into those houses. Oh, there we got one. You can just see that right to the right of my body there. There's an indicator of what I'm getting off of the stone. Didn't get a blue one off of that one either. Sometimes there's one over here. But yeah, see, I made my base. So if you put anything within, 5 feet of here, they'd be able to reach through the wall and get it. So that's why my box is clear over there, because you can't reach it. But before I had accidentally, see, I was wondering if you could reach the bowl to steal my, I don't think that you could reach into my bowl and steal things if you weren't me, but I'm not sure. But you could definitely have reached, because I had my, before I had my things up along this outside edge, and somebody just reached through the window and stole stuff, everything out of my smelters and my boxes. So I had 2 of these large boxes, and they were apparently accessible from the window. So you live and you learn, huh? There we go. Put that in there. There we go. Now I've learned you need just slightly under the amount of wood as you have rock, because it takes a little bit less wood as 1 per. Actually, I'm going to stop that, and I'm going to take that, put that one in and get that stone first. See if I have enough to. Now it will keep burning and keep making charcoal from the wood, whether you are there or not. And that's what I did last night. I left just enough wood to almost fill. Okay, now what I wanted to do was see if I had enough to craft. Well, I'll have to take it out of the box. Yeah, you can't. It doesn't work if it's just in the box. I've got 20 of those now, so I should have enough to create the second level bench. Oh no, I need 1,000 metal fragments. Okay, I have them. I thought I had 1,000 in my hand, but I guess I didn't. Oh, and I got this out of one of those boxes, so it's a gun part. So anything I get out of there that I want to keep, I put in this box until I can figure out a recipe that will use them. Anything I'm going to go and sell, I put down here so I don't forget. And I have another box where I put like alcohol and fiber, the stuff that you use for everyday stuff. Okay, we're going to go ahead and craft that second. Looks like we can do it now because it lit up. Alright, so it's crafting. Let's put this other stuff away. Here's the first box I created because I didn't have enough. Okay, there we go. Put the rock back. Don't need that. Put the wood back. I don't need that with me. I'll take the most stone out. Don't need the rope with me. Don't need the wire with me. Now I can break the wire down into these fragments, but okay, I'm gonna put that on number 5. We're gonna go put it up. Okay. Okay. Now, here's the interesting part. They haven't done it where you can do something in here, that something appears here that wasn't there before. That's not how they do it. You create a second bench just so that you can make more stuff, but the same amount of stuff is still in here. It's all in here. So it's kind of weird. It's like, why make a whole separate bench instead of just upgrading one bench when you can't make anything new? All this stuff was here from the first one. Some of it requires, like if I click on here, it'll say it requires workbench 1. Okay, and if I get to the third one, it may say requires workbench 2. So you can't get there unless you do the previous one. But it's kind of odd the way they've chosen to do it. So nothing new appears here unless you get a recipe for it. But now I can do more stuff than I could before. So when I get recipes, there will be things I can do that I couldn't do before, if that makes sense. Alright, now let's go put the stuff away so we have maximum amount of available space. Put our alcohol away. Put our burlap I can use to make clothes. So like if I wanted to make some clothes, I can make one of these. I can make an outfit. I could have a blue jacket, that'd be kind of nice. I like this one. But all that stuff is hidden underneath your burlap body armor, so it doesn't make sense to spend a lot of stuff when you can just have regular. These ones cost more, 20 and 4, and this is 15 and 1. So I'm just going to do the 15 and 1. I'll have a jacket on. I mean, it's not strictly necessary to have it, but it's fun. And I'd like to have, I made this hat. Last time I made the chicken hat too, I like that. And the soda hat. Okay, we'll make this and put it on. I did have this mask for a little while, but I decided not to spend the stuff for it. Because it costs 100 wood and a rope. Not that expensive, but... Okay, let's get our new jacket on. There, now. See, somebody told me how to look at yourself, and I've forgotten already. Left alt, was that it? Yeah, left alt. There, now you can look at myself from the front. There we go. But I keep looking down for some reason. Look up, look up. Oh, the thing is though, when I'm doing that, I can't push F12. Oh, that's so stupid. I don't think I got it. You can't push down Alt and your photo key at the same time. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and put that back then. Alright, so these are the things I'm going to sell. These are the things I'm stockpiling. I've got ammo for my weapons. Put that back on there. Alright, let's get this back into one of the... Probably spread it across both of them. Yeah, I should be enough wood for what I need. And just let that run while you're off doing your thing, as long as you have plenty of wood in there. That one I might not have quite enough wood, but we'll worry about that when I come home. And then what I do with extra is put it up here. I need some more sulfur ore to make more gunpowder. The more gunpowder I make, the more shells I can make for this, and I want to get the recipe for the pistol ammo. I don't have a pistol right now, but I'm going to go down here real quick, and you have to be careful how steeply you fly, because you can pile into the ground pretty hard. And it hurts. There you go. Getting their timing better. And then we can put these two in here. Won't take long. There we go. We got our components back out of our hammer. You don't get back everything you put in, but let me go show you what you can buy. The trader has a limited amount of stuff. And it costs feathers. And I want to use my feathers for something else. So, I'm not going to buy anything right now. But this is what you can buy. Shotgun shells, pistol shells, and rifle rounds. You can buy components if you need. I found a green card in a box somewhere. I can't remember exactly where. So I'm not going to buy one of those, but you could. And they're green and blue crates. Now these are the good guns. I did find a semi-automatic pistol. Thank gosh. I don't remember exactly where I found it, but it was in a box that you really have to risk all to get to. And I did find, though, sort of a handmade pistol in the interim. And that worked great. It was a little, not handmade, but a little pew-pew, like an IJ. But they all take pistol ammo. And so it's nice if you can learn how to make that. So how to find the places. I know there's one in that little place here. Where there's the tower and the little house. But there's 2 or 3 guys inside there that you have to be able to kill in order to get to it. And that's real dicey with a bow. I think you might be able to hack them to death if you could get one of them isolated, but 3 of them together, they're all going to be shooting at you. The chances aren't that good. Then over in here, there are several places on here where there are blue things. So I think I'm going to fly over there because I'm pretty close. Yeah, to that land over there. And when you do that, there are places you need to avoid, obviously. But, oh, and I forgot to say that these little floaties on the way there, they have some stuff too. They have barrels and boxes on them too. So you can get some supplies there. Very rarely do you find something really, really good on there. But that has been super rare for me to find anything super worthwhile. But I am getting a lot better at landing without... Now I could use my crossbow for this too, but the crossbow also takes just 1 shot to get through. But to be honest, the arrows are cheaper with the bow, and it's really the only thing the bow is good for. It doesn't have enough power to get through anything. Okay, so you can flap whenever you have stamina, so you can gain a little altitude. Then you have to glide. There's another. Then you can flap a bit. Well, he didn't really flap, did he? There we go. But it's a long way for a duck to fly over here. But you see where the water towers are on that island? There's usually a house there that has one of those blue areas, a blue machine, where you can get some recipes. I'm going to see if I can find anything there that I can afford. There's nowhere to sell anything except for 2 traders, but you can find almost everything you need. One thing I will notice, there are some very unfriendly people out in here. There's a couple of places where there's little groups of guys running around on the ground, and then there's also a submarine, for some reason, up on one of the hills here. There's a submarine conning tower sticking out of the ground. And I know there's some really good shit down in that thing. But the problem being it's full of guys willing to kill you. Now this isolated truck, I don't know if there's guys around it or not. With my crossbow, I stand a good shot of killing somebody if I can find cover to shoot from. With my bow, very little chance. Okay. Just make sure there's nobody around. Very little chance. Okay. Alright. Let's get back to my crossbow just in case. I want to hop up here and get a little altitude. Because sometimes you can't see the guys running around on the ground until it's too late. Now, these trees give you wood, and these thingies give you fiber, the yucca. But there's no food out here, so you have to bring it with you. That's why I have so many berries on me. Okay, I don't see any hunters down there. Up there is one of the towers that I want to go to. I'm going to be very careful about that central valley because I almost got my tail feathers in an uproar over that. If you stop flapping while flapping, you drop like a rock. So you have to be really careful because I'm coming down pretty quickly. But if I don't flap then, or soar, which is W, then you drop like a rock. It takes you a little while to gain altitude and get higher, and you're vulnerable to anybody below you shooting at you during that time. So you have to be pretty careful. Make sure you keep your eye out for it wasn't here so much, it was in this valley a little further along where I spied tons of guys. Now the rock here is just rock, the quartz here is just quartz, sulfur. There's nothing new. Let's change to our better weapon. And there's nothing on the towers themselves, but there's at some of these places there's little houses. And here there's these to really keep your eyes peeled though. Because if they have automatic weapons, they can kill you really fast. Okay, I think that's it. No, one more. That's annoying. Like I said, the bow and arrow is really not effective against these guys. Yeah, you'll work your way through a fair amount of arrows. I'm not really sure why they don't have a take all feature, because that would be so nice. Probably to slow you down. Now I have checked up on the tower. I haven't seen anything worth stealing up on the tower. Oh, there they are, down there. You see them? They're there. There's 4 or 5 of them, all in a formation. If you fly anywhere close to them, you will get your tail feathers in an uproar. But these places here seem to be completely abandoned. At least they were the last time I was here. So there's a nice thing because there's a shredder down at the bottom. And some of them have a blue thing. Not all of them. At least I think they did. Okay, we'll put that in there, and we put the gas cans in there. That can shred. We'll put this wire in there too and get that started. This we don't want to sell. This we're not going to sell. See, it turns these into sheet metal first and then into metal fragments. That's what we want. I don't see anybody in there. You can fly in from above too, which is what I usually do. I'm just doing this to use up the regular bullets first. I mean, regular arrows. Okay. Now, unfortunately, none of this stuff is lootable. That is. Oh, hey, skill saw. That's worth money. Okay, these are the things we're going to sell. Or shred. These we're keeping. There we go. Alright. That's it, basically. I did not see a blue thing, so maybe I was wrong. Maybe I remembered wrong. Yeah, there's a duck sitting on the roof. Just hanging out. Got a tactical vest on. There's the conning tower that I was telling you about. You know where it was? It might have been the gas station. There's a gas station around here somewhere. You steer clear of the conning tower. I'll go over and take a look at it so you can see. But there are, I'm very sure, quite a few bad guys in there. Yep. There's the gas station. That might be the one that had the blue. I'm going to fly down there and see about that truck down there. Keep my eyes peeled. I don't see anybody. Conning tower right there. Isn't that weird? It's like parked in the middle of a rocky hill in the desert. But we saw the gas station. I can't remember which direction it was from here. I think that's it right there. So I think it's over that way. Yeah, there it is. Try not to get too close to the conning tower. There might be one or two hunters around this place. I don't recall. Oh, it doesn't look like it. We'll go and peek through the window and see if we can see any. These things you can shoot. Go see if there's anybody in the back of this truck. Nope. Don't see anybody. Oh, a door. $197. Now, one thing that is true, you don't get any feathers in here. I'm going to sell that. It's a stone door. I can replace my door at home. We're going to shred that. Oh, we got a soda. Can drink. Let's put this in here. So far, I have not been snuck up upon. But the barrels do respawn very quickly. This is the machine I was telling you about. Now you can get a large furnace. There we go, pistol bullets, that's what I wanted. 83 feathers, I can afford that. Heavy assault helmet. Oh, 435. I could do a gun trap, but this is the one I wanted. So we're going to buy that. Now I have to go home and in the presence of my level 1 or... Oh, see what I mean? Got 5 more of those bullets left. I wish feathers were as easy to get as a... Now you have to make it home alive. That's a... Oh, shoot. Yeah. They're not good from up close or very... Might as well shred that while we're here. There we go. You need feathers to buy the recipes. I've not found any that you can steal. But there's another house over here we can get into. Be really careful about those hunters though. Because they have high-powered rifles that can shoot from a long way away. I have been shot in the lead up to these things, but I haven't been actually shot at them. Ah, I was right. There is one in some of them. Okay, that's it. Huh. The baseball bat does not work. Neither does the axe. Interesting. Interesting. Huh. Oh, you have to have your... Yeah. That's a caveat. Okay, that's one too. Gotta watch. Okay, here's another one. Now each one of them carries slightly different inventory, so it's worth checking them all. Oh wow, lots of feathers for that one. Yeah, feathers are hard to come by, so I have enough to buy the shotgun shells, but I know how to make my own shotgun shells. They're just not as accurate. I can make an EpiPen or a morphine pen. It's basically like but it gives you life. Large furnace, we could do that from we could do these two from the last one also. Military jacket. I don't think there's, other than the shotgun shells, I don't think there's anything we can afford here. The nice thing is that later on, when you leave here, let me get out of here. Let me show you. The map will show you where you were and what you can buy there with these blue exclamation marks. Now there is a blue, I don't know what that is, but I believe it's not on the surface. I think it's down underneath, but we'll go look. But it's very close to the conning tower, so I expect there will be difficulties. Oh, there's the green thing. Yeah, we got a few things we can put in there. One, that was easy. Oh, and 12 wire, so we'll do that. Put that there. I've only got 17 of these left, and you can only make those at the level 1 workshop bench. You can make regular arrows, though. So let me go ahead and make regular arrows. Anywhere you are. So I'll make some of those to shoot at the... My thought is that it always uses the regular arrows first. So if you have some, it will shoot those first. Okay, let's go look and see. There's a blue, that blue mark, which I'm not sure what it stands for, if it's airdrop or something else, but it's like right in front of or behind the con tower. So I'm afraid it's going to be within the firing range of whatever's. I've never actually seen one of these things that are marked with the blue, so I don't know what they are. Okay, it's the side away from the shore, so let's switch directions. Is there a guy right by that tree? Can't tell if that's a human or another tree. It's another tree. Yeah. See, it's there on the ground, but it's got to be underneath the ground. I think it's a door. Yeah, it's got to be down underneath, so you probably have to go into the conning tower to find it. Yeah, and I'm sure there's lots of very heavily armed guys in there. That's the one I've already stolen from. There's another one. I don't see any humans around. Oh yeah, they're there. They're there. They're walking ahead of that truck. Try to give you a better view. Yeah, there's like 5 of them. They use certain things as like a bait. So if you run down to look at that truck or that one up there, one or the other of them they're using as bait to kind of lure you in. Now they went up around that curve, so I'm hoping they're far enough away that I can get in here and steal stuff out of this truck. Before they come back. Get out of their range before they come back. Oops, didn't see them there. Alright, now I think I've been everywhere on this island where there's 2 places. Let's go up north there. We'll go back. Go back up the center part. I think we're aimed right toward home. Nope. A little bit off. But we want to get high because those guys will be right. Yeah, there they are. Oh my gosh, there's 6 of them. Yeah, without an automatic weapon, there's no chance for me to beat them. Wait for my stamina. I'm so paranoid about getting caught by those group of guys. Yeah, I think I was up there. I've been to the gas station. I've been to that one off to the left. I've been to the gas station. Have I been on that one yet? Yeah. There was nothing inside. Let's see. Yeah, I've been to that one. That one did not have a blue thing. One of the 2 didn't. Yeah, there's a hunter down there. Nope, maybe not. Let's take a look. I don't think so. There's 2 trucks together. Looks kind of baity to me. Ooh, that's nice. I got a bayonet. Let's put that on number 5 spot. I'm pretty sure I can bayonet these things. Yeah. Alright. Well, that was nice. Now the other nice thing is there's a machine you can make that will allow you to figure out patterns from an existing item. Now you do lose the item itself, but say you have a bayonet. Oh shit. Yep, there they are. Ouch. Whew. I want to go that way. Yep, they were there. But say you do have an item like a bayonet, and you wear it down to the point where it's broken, you can still put it through that machine, and that machine will oh, we've been here already. I'm sure. Yes. But stuff respawns pretty quick, so we got another shot at grinding everything up. Anything you've broken, you can put in here, and it'll grind that up too. Right now I haven't got anything that I've broken. Okay. So far I have not been interrupted while here, but it doesn't hurt to keep an eye out. Alright, doing pretty well on that. Uh-oh, I hear him. They're shooting at something. Or someone. Probably means somebody's nearby. They don't shoot when they're just at nothing. So there must be another duck. Just look at them running around. Well, they might have been shooting at me. You never know. They could have sensed I was close. I think another duck has been here because I've never seen a truck with one tank in it. Unless they recoup one at a time. So I think probably somebody was here. But there have been a couple of places out here where there was a truck sitting out in the middle of nowhere and I thought, aha! And I went in to steal from it and there was a hunter hiding nearby it. And he let me have it. The thing is, you gotta be smart about where you fight, because if you get in somewhere now, you know what? I'm thinking that bayonet might allow me to fight those guys in the shelter near me. Don't see anybody near. There's only two in this one. Another thing that makes me think somebody's close. Jeez. Oh, I've only got 7 left. 6 left. 4 left. Then I have to get some wood. That's okay. I can chop down one of these palm trees. I want to know if you can chop down the saguaros. Does this give you wood? Fiber. Only fiber. Let's keep our eye on the valley. Yeah, these give you wood. Fiber's good though, because it looks like for some reason when I started off I had 20 bandages and now I've only got 5. So something I did used bandages. Probably making those arrows. Let me just double check. I didn't check. No, just wood and stone. So that's weird. What did I do that ate up my rags? Nope. Oh, that shirt I made. That, yeah, I definitely used rags for that. I didn't think about the fact that I need the rags. Okay, let's make some ammo too. I need stone too. Okay. To get up somewhere higher where we can see better. I saw some stone. There's some stone. Oh, and there's some quartz too. I mean sulfur. So if you come in at an oblique enough an angle. Okay, let's go. There we go. Let's have a couple mushrooms while we're here. Our hunger's getting a little bit feisty. Okay. keeping my eye on the Central Valley because those guys roam around. It does seem like they're all in a group, though. The only thing you get out of this is sulfur. But you do need a lot of sulfur. Because if you want to make bullets, you have to have a lot of sulfur. Now, I haven't figured out yet whether you can fish in this game, but it does say cooking fire to cook your food. So, and I haven't figured that out yet. Whether, maybe you can cook berries and mushrooms, because that's the only food I've found so far, is berries and mushrooms. And I didn't even make a fire this time around, because I was like, I don't really see the point in it. Where were those rocks? There they are. Just regular rocks. Oh look, we're getting other stuff besides rocks. Interesting. I guess I never noticed that you weren't just getting rocks from rock, but we're also getting the metal-rich rock and the sulfur-rich rock. Okay, so now we are on this northern portion of the island. I think there's a blue thing over here. I can't remember. I didn't take a snapshot of the map. I should have. Before the last wipe. Because I've only played for a portion of one wipe. I was only playing for about a week when the wipe happened. So there's a lot of stuff that's on this map that I maybe don't really know or can't remember. Go real fast. Yeah, this island's real abrupt. There's no shallows. And I don't believe there's much of anything over in here. There's another duck there. Other than the gas station, I've kind of been over all of this map. There's a central water. I don't think there's anything there, just this water tower. And it didn't have anything. Now there is a building over here. I think that's that other high tower, and it didn't have anything. So we're going to abscond. Now I know there's a couple places around this, over in this area, where we might find some interesting stuff. So I think we're going to go that way. Toward the oil rig. The oil rig's here. Oh look, there's another one of those there. Oh, you know what? I'll bet that's the blue door. The blue, where you need the blue key card. I'll bet that's what that stands for. Never could figure that out before. But I'd be willing to bet that's what it is. Okay, now we could land on these things and get some stuff, but I'm more of a mood to get where we're going. If I can get into this thermal, you hop in the center of it and then you hit control instead of forward, and it takes you up, 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 and he quacks when he hits it, so you know that Frank is letting you know it's time to hit control. So that shoots you up in the air. If you hit control instead of flying forward, you can stay in the thermal for a good while. And then you can gain a lot of altitude to get eyes on that island below you. Oh, I know what it is. There's a lighthouse. I had a handgun when I went there before, though. Now I only have a... There's a guy that sits up in the top and snipes at you. But there were also a couple of sheds down below where there might be something good. Somebody made a base out here, so... The slice house. These are the same people that made Duckside. Oh, look, you can see my shadow on the ground. That's cool. Oh, a big ass duck. So a lot of the assets look exactly the same. The last time I came here, one of these ships had a box on board, but I'm not sure if that's an always thing or... Oh, I don't see it this time around. But I did wonder if you could make a base out on one of these. That'd be interesting to see. Let's find out. It will. Interesting. Wonder if you can have more than one base. It would be very hard if you only had not enough resources. Okay, I'm out of wood. I wonder if you can claim more than one base. That is interesting that you can build out on here, though. So if you don't put one of these in your base, you can't claim it. But what I don't know is if you can have more than one base at a time. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. But that is very interesting that you could actually build on here. I'm not sure it would be super convenient, but... Huh. Alright, for right now we regain some of our resources. Now let's see, I have 126 wood. Let's see if you actually do get... I can disassemble it. What did I say, 126? Yeah. Let's find out if you get your resources back. Nope. So it's not worth it to trial build. You can't get your stuff back from disassembling your base, but you can. It was a good experiment. You can build on those shipwrecks. Very interesting. I have noticed that there aren't as many places that I've been since the restarted that have the mushrooms. Okay. I don't have that many arrows for this. I may not be in a super good position here to attack this. He's up top in the... But there could be guys lower down in the sheds themselves. I can't remember. Seems like I did have to kill some guys. Yeah, see, he's up at top in the... You can just see him. Sneaky bugger. But I don't recall seeing anybody in any of these sheds, so... In one of these sheds there is the, there is a blue thing. I think it's this one. You can't search anything but the crates and boxes. In case you were wondering if they're anywhere else Like none of these boxes of this type will have anything in them. Somebody might be using the grinder right now. Somebody was. Yeah, it's still on, so somebody's here. There's the blue thing. Interesting. They could have been here a half hour ago or an hour ago. I'm gonna swap that out for that one. Use up the damaged one first. It's interesting to note that that didn't turn off. I can hear it. Yep, he's still up there. He's hard to get to too. Because there's a bunch of stuff you can get almost all the way up there. I think I've been through this whole place, yeah. Now you can get in the bottom here. I don't know if there's anybody in here or not, I can't recall. Just way up top, I think. And he doesn't come down. Or at least he didn't. But he'll shoot you once you're... Oh, there's a guy in the boathouse, that's where it was. There's another guy. Or there was. Maybe that guy killed him. I wouldn't want to bet on it though. He has a shotgun. Alright, so I think I've been everywhere down here. Oh, no, not everywhere. Okay. There's a hole in the ceiling in one of these rooms. But let's real quick, before we get killed, let's see what they've got here. Once you've clicked in here once, 108 feathers for the binoculars. Oh, those are night vision goggles. That's super handy. I can make explosive pistol bullets. Ooh. Do you want to buy that right now? I can get the night vision or the explosives, but I can't get both. I don't think. 115 and 108. Nope, one or the other. I'm going to say neither for now. I'm going to spend my arrows on that, or my feathers on that. I did go up, but no, there's a... In the roof of one of these rooms, there's a hole that lets you get up top. And I don't see it. I haven't seen where it's coming out of. But I saw it from up above. You can see the hole. Huh, that's weird. If you can go up it, you should be able to go, or down it, you should be able to go up it, but yeah, I don't see it now. Right, let's go up the stairs and see if we can get to it from there. I'm not sure you can. Oh, we might be able to fly into it. Yeah, if I go up here, I'm going to be fighting that guy at the top. I'm sure it's worth it, but I don't think he has a high-powered rifle. Because you can't get all the way to the top. from inside. You have to go outside. And you're vulnerable the whole time. Oh. Thank God it can fly. So I almost fell off there. Yeah. He's up there somewhere. Yeah, you can't get up there from here. You have to fly up there. That's dicey. Yep, there he is. So he has a gun. And I'd have to be able to get in, jump through that thing and grab him before he shot me with a shotgun. Yeah. No, I don't think it's worth the risk. What would he have on him? Might have something really good on him though. I wish I had a grenade. I'd lob that sucker up there. You could fly up above him and drop directly down onto the roof, but you'd still have to get in through the window. That's really dicey. Now if I got it to him from this angle and came up through the floor, he could shoot me as I'm coming through the floor. But I'd be right underneath him. Ah, this is so dicey, guys. I got him. Oh my God, that was so scary. Okay, we got rifle rounds now. Oh, did I see that correctly? Shit, was that a green key card? It was! Oh my gosh, guys. So here's the thing. I got 2 rifle rounds off him. That's not going to go very far, but I can put that in a machine at home. I'll show you. The research table. I haven't made it yet, but all I need is some wood. And I've got enough metal fragments that I can stick those bullets in there, or one of those bullets in there. And, oh, I can't believe that worked. Yeah, flies starting to form around him. Oh gosh, that was scary. No. That's what I mean about getting down there going too fast. Okay. There isn't a blue. I really thought there was a blue. Oh, there it is. But there is an area up above in the attic of this building. Ah, there's where you can get in. Where you can get some good shit, and I didn't see anybody up here. See, there's the hole. Where's it go down to? Goes down to that room right off the door. But I didn't see a hole in the roof. Must have just missed it. But this area up here is vulnerable to being shot down upon by the guy in the attic or in the tower, so you have to be careful. You can shoot down into here. But he's gone. Now the only guy we have to worry about, I can't believe I bayoneted him together, or let's see where this goes now. Oh, right off this room. It's in this room. There it is, right there. Huh, I did not see it. I swore I went through all of these rooms and I didn't see it. There you have it. Okay, so this is where we can get... I'm tempted to get the explosive feathers. or bullets. But that's going to eat up almost a good half of the feathers that we've got. I think we better save. Keep saving because there's better stuff. Okay. Alright, so I think I've gotten everything here that was worth it. We've been through here. Been through there. Nothing good out on that oil tanker. But there is some stuff that's right here. There's a guy sitting right in the middle of this crater, and I believe that was where, from the lore on the map, there's satellites or meteorites that go over periodically, and when they fly over the area, they give a blue slipstream, and they are. The middle of that crater has blue soil. I don't know if that's indicative, but it seems like it. Oh, hey, here's going to be some of that. Okay. Can get a blue rock. Hoping. There we go. All three of these are big enough where I might get a... There we go. That's going to be one... I think it's one metal per blue rock. One metal alloy. Okay, so I've got 4 of them now. One thing I should do before we go, now we don't want to risk this. We don't want to risk our green card. I know where there's a green door that will open, a green box that will open. Yeah, we almost want to go home and drop off stuff or go to the trader before we go too much farther, because I'm not going to be able to pick up much stuff, but if I had to pick and choose, I can always throw down the burlap. Let's stop for a little snack of berries. Now, berries don't give you much health each. I think they give you 3 healths each. So you have to eat quite a few of them to get healthy or to get full. But before I go in anywhere dicey, I want to be full health. There we go. There's some more berry trees down there. Oh, there's another brown rock over here. So basically, oh look, there's mushrooms down there. We'll go grab those real quick too. Right now, my goal is to get home and learn this. You have to have a workbench 1 to learn it. So you can't just buy them on the field and then learn them right there. So that's a little dicey. These give you more health than the berries, but they're a little harder to find. Okay, so that's the island with the big crater in the middle. Yep. We're headed for these buildings up here where there aren't too many people. There aren't too many people on any of this island, but what there is in the center of that, you don't want to be exposed to the center. Because there's a guy standing there in the middle and he has a super high powered rifle. I can't show him to you right off because he's going to be able to see me. He's just standing there in the middle of the crater. Oh, he's not there right now. That's scary. Where is he? Big tall guy standing in the middle of the crater the last time I came through here. Where did he go? I don't know. I don't know if he's only there during... Maybe somebody killed him. But I don't know what that blue stuff is or what it's for. But, like, you see it's on these trees, too. But that guy has a really powerful weapon. And he shot the shit out of me. Last time I was here, there was nobody in this building, but... Okay, that's cool. These things are usually... Oops. Let's get her. I can't use my... Shoot, my bayonet's broken. I'll just have to hit it with my head. You have to put a broken weapon away. You can't use it anymore. There we go. Oh shit. I have to drop something. Drop that. I want that for sure. We'll drop those. That for sure, that's for sale. I don't want to drop that because I want to go and learn it. What else can we drop? We got a badly damaged axe. We could drop that because we know how to make those already. And put that on there. Put that there. That's worth it. I hate to leave stuff behind, but such as times. I've only got 8 arrows. Do have a shoddy. Got 20 bullets for it too, so they have to be my weapon. The last time I was here, oh, there's nobody in there. That's weird. Makes you very uncomfortable. Let's see. Put that away. Me very uncomfortable. There's 2 trucks down there. Hey, we don't know where that really bad guy is. But here's another one of these specialty green. Some really good shit here. Shotgun shells and explosives. Oh man. What do we drop? I think what we're going to do is we can get a ton more berries real easy. We need to drop 2 things, so we'll drop our berries. They don't pile in with the ones you handmade, unfortunately. Good Lord, I don't want to throw out anything. I'll throw out the rock, because I can make more rock. I can hunt, look for more rock. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and craft some more ammo. just regular. Okay, that was all the wood I had, so. Oh, I hate doing this bargaining, you know, but you have to. Only thing left I can throw out is the wood and the rock and the rope. Everything else I really need. For some reason it's now taking 2 arrows to... Okay. Well, that time it used up my rock arrows first. Boy, you got me why it does that. Okay. Been there, we've been here. I think our luck is running out. Can't fly it. I'm really scared to shitless when if and when I run into empty. Jesus Christ. He's hiding in the shed, just waiting to blast me. There's a green door. Somebody's been in it. See, that's one of those green doors. Somebody opened it already. Where does that go to? I don't have any room for the canister. All I get from it is metal bits. What does this mean? Open, close. What does it mean? Open, close what? The green door, probably. Jeez, I'm scared. Huh. Let's go find out. Nothing. Doesn't do anything. Maybe once you have it. Oh, shoot. Forgot I had switched. Wasted a bullet. Okay, now. There's the blue thing. I'm not going anywhere without that feather, that's for sure. Ooh. What did I lose that I could have an empty spot? I don't know. Why did I have an empty spot? Okay, what can we make here? Heavy assault body armor. Exploding shotgun shells. A hat. Extended magazine. For what weapon? Oh, you can make those here too. Assault shirt. Bandages. And a barbed wire trap. I think I'm going to save my feathers. I might come back for these bandages, but we're doing okay without them. We have a few. I'm so scared there's going to be a guy show up any second now and blast the shit out of me. Alright. Well, that's our island over there. I think we've been to everywhere here. Alright, so now we've got those two island areas mapped out. I'm going to go up in here too. There's a pool there, but I got to get a better gun by the time I go there. So let's go home. That's where our home is. We'll stop at the trader, I think, because I've got a bunch of stuff to sell. I don't know where that guy went that was in the center. No curiosity is going to get me killed, I just know it. Where'd he go? He's not in the center. Maybe he's only in the center sometimes. I'll bet if I walked out there to see what that blue stuff is like in the center, I'd find him in a hurry. No, thank you. Oh. I don't know, do I have room for that? I do. Okay, so we've been out doing a lot of errands. Haven't been home in a little while. So all of that ore that we had enough rock for should have... Oh, we're going to catch some height from this. If we can make it there. There we go. Get as much altitude as we need. Flying home to our house. I'm not absolutely sure we're on this map. There's somebody's got a nice base location there on the side of this hill. You will hit trees. I'm steadily losing altitude, so let's go in for a landing. Let's go up here. Regain our altitude. Oh, there's some brown rock. Let's go get that. You can see that red circle around the PvP now. I'll show you. Definitely would want to be a lot better armored and a lot better. Oh, I didn't get a blue stone out of that. See the red ring going around that island? It doesn't show up on the map, but it's there. It's all the way around this central island. There's a lot of good stuff in there, but you have to be fairly well equipped to go there in the first place, and then of course you have to fight off. Okay. Now you can see that hill that's above my house. Might get in this one if I can. Save myself some energy. I can see the big tree that's, that big rounded tree is right by my base. I can't quite see my base from here, but oh, there, it's rendering in now. So now that we have a shotgun, we're in a better position to go in after the blue machine for recipes that's right below me. But sometimes there's been 2 and sometimes there's been 3 guys. And if you die inside there, the problem is that then you have to go back after your body with hardly any guns, because I don't have that many. It's early days for me. That's my base right there. There, perfect. And the first thing we're going to do is put this stone door in that place. Here's the thing though, I'm very unlikely to just destroy the door because it doesn't seem to be that specific. What do you know? Alright, that there. There, and then you do Y. And you put in your code. And now we've got a nice new stone door. And these things are both done. They ran out of wood. So I'll have to go get some more wood to run them. But we got lots of good metal. Let's go put some stuff away. Okay, put that in there, those in there, that in there. Luckily everything stacks. Got some explosives, got some batteries, got some wire bits, some more that was a good find on that front. And bullets. So now I've got 5 of those now. So I must have picked up some more from something else. This thing. That's definitely staying in here. This can go shredded. This can be used for something. I can't remember what. Required to craft something. This we want to smelt. This we want to use. Those we want to keep for sure. I have to make some more. I have to go get some more wood so I can make some more arrows. But right now, let's do a couple of things. Let's get rid of these things that we don't want to throw out. There we go. Got some supplies. All right. I want to go learn the bayonet. So I have to go and okay. Now we know how to make pistol bullets. So if we go to crafting, ammo, pistol bullets have shown up on there. So we need gunpowder and metal fragments. We've got that, but we don't have a pistol. So we can also make some more arrows, but I don't have... I can make regular arrows, but I don't have enough to make... the stone kind iron arrows. I don't have wood. What else do we need to make? We haven't learned how to make anything else. But, oh, I know what we want to do. We want to go to nest, and we want to learn how to make this. So I need 200 meds, or woods, and 200 metal fragments. Now I know we've got the metal fragments. But we don't have an axe right at the moment. So first we have to craft an axe. There we go. So let's make an axe. We need 200 wood and 150 stone. So we don't need the metal fragments after all. We need wood and we need stone. Nest. Okay, I actually do have enough here to, if I get this out of here, while that's cooking, I have enough to make this research bench, and then I can research the bayonet, and then I will permanently know how to make the bayonet. So I won't be dependent upon finding one. I just made myself an axe. I think I'm going to store the shotgun in my good stuff storage. The green shotgun. Because I've got the one here, the partial one that I'm going to use up. This turned out to be like virtually useless, so I'm going to set that aside. I don't want to carry it with me. Okay, now let's go put our table down. I'll put it over here because we want to put the other workbench in between. That should be enough room for the third workbench. Okay, now here we need some feathers. So is it worth it 110 feathers to learn how to make the bayonet? Here's the things that we can already make, so we don't need to buy the shotgun. I don't know if it's worth 110 feathers or not. It's a pretty good melee. I did hack that guy to death with it, so we'll go ahead and learn how to make it now. we can go into our crafting weapons, and the bayonet will have showed up. It should have. Maybe it's a tool. Oh no, I remember. We get the recipe for it. We have to learn that. And now it should show up in crafting weapons. Yep, machete. So we're going to need 10 wires. We've got that. There we go. Make another machete. So now we can make a stubby shotgun. The nail gun I didn't find to be that effective. I found tons of them. The first time I played, I had like 3 of them, and you can't sell them. You can only just shred them. So to me, it didn't seem worth it. Put that back on 5. Put the axe on 7. There we go. Let's get one of these going and take that out for just a sec. Put that in. We'll just start this up and let her rip. However many it gets through, that's what it gets through. But you can only put one thing in each one at a time because it just doesn't fit. So that's why you need 2 of them. Wait, I brought home some. There we go. Let's cook that first. Get some more gunpowder. Okay. Yeah, you end up with a ton of charcoal. I'm not sure if they meant that to happen, but you end up cooking up a ton of charcoal. Okay. That there. I don't know if you can split this. Can be. Doesn't seem like you can split it, so we have to use some of them. And when we get one left, we'll go and learn it. But these things, we can take down to the recycler. I don't want to take all of these. Take it back into our box here. We've got a lot of those metal shards. Oh, there we go. It doesn't auto stack. Put the rock in here. There we go. We'll sell these 2, shred these 2 down at the traders. Those will give us some air, some feathers. Meanwhile, these things can be working. Alright, so we're making it good headway. Now on that 3rd crafting table, I think we're going to need a lot of stuff. Yeah, 4,000 metal fragments, 385 feathers, and 90 metal alloys. So we have to work hard for that one. We can make our stone door with a pretty image on it, but we actually found one, so we don't really need it. We can make another wooden box. I do need to go get some more wood to fire the furnaces. And then head down to... We'll see about getting some more alloy. I'm going to have to make another one of these soon. You can learn how to make a higher quality pick. I'm not sure if you get any more per rock or if you just get it faster with fewer hits. I'm not sure. Haven't figured that kind of stuff out yet. Okay, there should be one over here, yeah. That's why this is a good location for a base. Really good. You got good altitude, so you can soar down to just about anywhere. You got rocks, you got wood. There's a bunch of stuff over on that plateau I can get. I'll fly over there real quick. So you can steal stuff out of train cars and pickups. You can steal stuff out of human habitations with some danger involved. Now I've snuck in around the edges and grabbed stuff. And then just ran if they showed up with, you know, weapons. While you work to get better weapons, but, there we go. I haven't tried the PvP part because I haven't been well armed enough. Like I said, I was just playing this for a week before. Oh, there's a mushroom down there. You can see there just aren't that many of those, so I'd like to grab that. Not in this area. There are other areas where they're a dime a dozen, but in this area of the map, I have not seen many of them. Alright, here we go. So we saw one other person. Can be sold to traders. Oh, okay. Well, let's sell it then. Because right now we need feathers more than we need metal fragments. Right click and sell. We got 4 for that. We should get 16 for these. Oops. Yep. 21 for these. Yep. Because it shows you on the upper right corner of the item that you're getting ready to sell. Alright, now recalling that all he has to sell is ammo. And we can now make those for ourselves. All 3 types we can make for ourselves. Or we can learn how to make these, and then make them. I believe we already know how to make these, and these we'll be able to learn to know how to make them if I'm willing to sacrifice all 5 of the ones we have, because we couldn't split them. So we'll get something that uses them first, use up a couple of them, and we have like 1 left, then we'll take it to learn it. Alright. What else were we going to do? There's my space. That noise just means I left a safe zone. 1 second. Alright guys, I forgot to unpause you guys for a sec. And I just flew home basically. So what's happening now is we've got 2 bases, or 2 workbenches. We've got these two working away. I'm going to take some of the wood out of there. Now this you can split. So I have 185. I'm going to put 150 in there. Turn that back on. And let that one still work. Then I'm going to do this one. Let's see. 8.26. Okay, 1.9. I'll take that out of there. We'll put 1.6. There we go. And I can make some more arrows. And then I think we're going to call it there for a day. Got quite a lot done. I think we'll make as many of those as we can, because those are more effective arrows. And then next time I get here, I'll just go get a bunch of wood, make a bunch more arrows. There we go. So we now have the capacity to make our own shotgun, handmade shotgun shells, which are maybe, it doesn't tell you how much better they are, but we know how to make the brown ones, and I believe we can learn how to make the red ones. We know how to make pistol ones now. There we go. We've made everything but the highest level bench. We can make a mirror, but that's a wardrobe is just for hanging stuff that you buy, and I don't want to buy anything. I haven't made the assembler before, which it says automates common crafting item. Oh, I did make it. I did make it toward the end. And basically, you can put stuff in it and walk away from it, like to make gunpowder and stuff like that. So that's kind of handy. I haven't made the distiller before, but we'll work on that, because I don't really understand the need for all the alcohol, because right now I'm finding enough alcohol to stay ahead of my needs. So that seems kind of weird. Alright, so now I have 33 arrows. We'll put those there. Let's put all of our stuff back. Put that back. We'll put our logs back. Put our rocks back. Put those with those. And up here we've got the other stuff. So put our metal back. Put our other stuff back. We got quite a lot of that rock. We're trying to get this rock, so next time we'll melt those and we'll have 16 of these. And that will give us one of the things toward making the third bench, but we need 90 of them, so it's going to take a while. We could make bigger doors, but I don't really understand, excuse me, why you need a bigger door. And we could make a stone door for our roof to match our stone door for our building. But since it's a PvE location, it's not terribly necessary. And we don't need to upgrade our base because, again, it's PvE. So I'm not going to put the effort into it if they're going to wipe every month. I'm just going to rebuild every month. And here we have, like I said, we have enough to almost fulfill the whole remainder of the period until the next wipe. So we're looking good. And I love this location. I love the view out the windows. It's foggy right now, but so nice. And you can go right out on our balcony and hang out. Beautiful weather. Land on here in a pinch if you can't land on the ceiling. It is nice to have this big round tree above us too as a landmark, because I can aim for it from almost everywhere. And the rock that reforms around here Uh-oh. I'm about to get bumped off the server, I think. Because I can't close that door. Okay. Yep, there we go. Well, if that happens to you, all you have to do is hit resume. And it'll put you right back on and get this cute little cutscene. As we know from the last time I was playing, I must have gotten bumped 1,000 times. But I didn't get bumped earlier today playing something. I didn't get bumped at all. That's why you shouldn't stand around with your door open. Anyway, I like the airy construction I went with. I went with the low, slow windows on the bottom and the slatted windows on the top. This one's a little weird. I mixed it up. Oh well. Can't be consistent all the time. Alright, that's it. And thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. This is a lot of fun to play. Definitely I would try it out on the PvE server so you can get the hang of it before you end up in battle. It takes you a while to get decent weapons. And you really have to have a base to build these things to get the good weapons. Unless you're going to try your luck at going in and killing humans for them. But you don't really get that many good things off the humans, to be honest. You have to get the blue thingies and earn feathers and do all that stuff in order to be able to make the things that you need to make. So I'm not sure if that's even doable if you don't have a base. So definitely it's very easy to build a base. You don't need a big one like this. You just a couple by couple, but you need to build your base so that boxes that you place are at least 6 in-feet game away from anywhere somebody could reach through, because believe me, I learned the hard way that people can and will steal from you even on a PvE server. So like, don't put these things close to an outside wall, because if you leave stuff burning like I'm going to, someone just can come and steal all the ore that you've worked hard to mine and to smelt, which they did. And I had 2 boxes this size up against my outer wall, and somebody just reached through the wall and opened the box, took everything out of them. So lesson learned. Learned from my mistake. I also boxed in this bottom part with half walls so that no one could crawl through from underneath on the hillside, because I could get in. I could walk under there, so I figured somebody else would. But here, for some reason, it's just built so that you can't crawl under. Too narrow. So I think we're safe. We'll find out when I come home and everything's gone, but it's supposed to be PvE. You're not supposed to be raiding other people's bases. But apparently nobody ever said anything about stealing from them. So there you have it. Just keep that with a grain of salt. And I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.